What is up, everybody? Hello, hello. What's up? Footprints in the Pines. Welcome in. Hope your Saturday is going great. Hope everyone's ready for some football. Eli's eating a nutty buddy or something.
Ice cream cone.
But we are getting ready for our Saturday of nothing but football.
Thank God.
College football is back and in high demand. And we have got a slate of games set for today. And you need to hurry with your little ice cream deal, man. And but the main game, as you can see, is Appalachian State and North Carolina. That is the big one. That's the one we're waiting on. And that kickoff is at 12 p.m. Eastern. So we will be ready to rock and roll.
There.
I'm glad that you're doing. What's up, Miss Najuma? Good morning. Welcome in. We are counting down the kickoff to North Carolina and Appalachian State, where we will be on Griswold Family Vacays channel doing a live reaction, play-by-play. So lots of things going on this Saturday. We hope that your Saturday has started out wonderful. We're going to go through the games that's coming up today. And I'm going to go ahead and turn Mr. Eli loose for that. And he's going to, he'll give a preview of the games coming up today, what time kickoff is for them.
I'll wait till we get like a little bit
You going
more
to
into it.
Alrighty. What's up, Mama T? We are getting our college football Saturday on. This guy right here, I feel like I have to introduce myself to him. I hadn't seen him in 2 weeks. I've been working 12 hours. He's been playing football. There is no football games today. Your season starts next Saturday.
Against Mitchell at Madison.
We have to get this in today if we want to be able to get it in. Mama T, we hope you are having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. Eva, what are you doing?
Me. Huh?
Hmm?
I'll do the stats 15 minutes in.
All right. What's up, Shane? Mixed emotions on this one. Love your old buddy, but might have to side with State. Oh, my Lord. NDT show working 12 hours, too. So far, so good Saturday. That is awesome, Mama T. Shane, no. I'm trying to multitask, and Eli's, I don't know what he's doing. He's supposed to be over here helping
How much the time?
my co-host, ain't co-hosting.
Eating slime with
Eating a slime liquor. Now, what is a slime liquor entail? What's up, Grubby?
And I'm watching College Game Day.
And you're watching College Game Day.
You know how long I've been waiting on this?
We have been waiting on kickoff for a long time. So we are counting down the first kickoff Saturday. Now, the season actually started last Saturday with week 0. What's up, Bree? Wanted to say a quick hi while having coffee. Welcome in. We are counting down to Appalachian State in North Carolina.
I've actually have seen 2 high school games and 1 college game. It was North Carolina. Last night I went and watched Mitchell play because he was working. We couldn't go watch my home team play. So I decided to go with my aunt and watch Mitchell play. It's a pretty good game.
And there is a lot of football that's already been played, and we've also got football games that's coming up today. And
Next week we have a
thank
game.
God football season is finally here again.
And I bet you're saying, thank God you ain't coaching.
Me, no, I ain't got time to coach. So I'm not coaching this year.
Nope.
But you are playing this year.
And our team's probably going to be pretty good this year.
We hope. We hope. All right, one more thing to do here, and then we should be ready to dive into this. But anyways, what games stick out that you saw on the schedule today that you're interested in seeing?
Appalachian State, North Carolina.
Of course.
That's the only one I want to, But no, I want to see Ohio State, Notre Dame play.
What time's that kickoff?
Let me look.
I think Notre Dame is overrated.
Really?
Yep, I think Ohio State will run away with that game. Just me. But what we have been busy with work and football. I've been busy with work. And we have missed out on Chewing the Fat, which we're going to be back this Sunday with that.
7:30 tonight.
7:30 kickoff between Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Number 2, Ohio State. Number 5, Notre Dame.
And I've done told you Notre Dame is.
Man, that's going to be a blowout. Alabama and UTSA. Utah State. Oregon plays Georgia today at 3:30 p.m. There's another one.
I'm looking, Eli. Yep, when you work in 12s, you don't have time to do anything. Mama tell you that is right. And What's up, Ford man?
Hey, buddy.
But we've also got a lot going on with the church. It's another reason I hadn't got into or didn't coach this year. We've got a lot going on there. Don't really want to jinx anything, but I could just really use your prayers because they've a lot of moving parts going on. Yeah, working 12 hours. I'm done with that. I'm ready to say so long to 12 hours.
I bet my grandma mayonnaise too. He's gonna have another week of practice.
Yeah. I don't know how that's going to work out. But, yeah, there's several churches around here that's in need of a pastor, and like I said, they've a lot going on with that, and good Lord is working there, and what'll happen will happen. Eli, get out of the floor.
There's a hook in the carpet.
Well, you don't want to put it there. What's up, Mr. Paul? What is up? Welcome in. We're on a countdown to Appalachian State and North Carolina. Kickoff is at 12 p.m. Eastern. And we will be on Griswold Family Vacation channel doing a play-by-play and giving our thoughts on the happenings that's going on. And guys, this is a big ordeal. Paul, have you been to Boone? Because I know you know where Appalachian State is. I just don't know if you've...
Man, I bet Boone right now is booming.
Why can I not find?
I bet from Banner Elk to Boone, you won't get there till kickoff.
I would give anything to find that. He must not have it up. Because I was going to pin Danny's link in the scripture. I've never stopped there that I know of. Guys, before Boone's population is 20,000. And it's a real small town.
Their biggest thing there
is Appalachian State.
And somewhat Tweetsy.
It's actually too small for the university. And like I said, their population is 20,000. But they are estimating by 12 noon today, 40,000 plus inside the stadium. And that's not counting those tailgating that couldn't get tickets. Tickets right now are going somewhere. Some are going up to $400 a piece. So,
I know my PE teacher's got 3 of them.
And when App State's usually just playing a game, traffic going through. Thank you for it, man. Thank you, Meg.
No, listen. So let me tell you a story. We went to Boone for something. I forget what it was. And we walked in the store, and the guy said, he had an App State hat on. And the guy said, you care to watch an App State play? We said, no, we had no idea. Man, it was right before, wasn't it? It was like 10:30 or something. We was coming back, and we didn't even get home until 12, maybe. It was packed.
Yeah, it was.
And everybody was App State this, App State that, all kinds of stickers, flags.
And traffic don't move at all.
No.
So they will be traffic jams, and they're getting.
And especially against Carolina, it's going to be.
Now I know Meg. She was said she's from the Charlotte area. Charlotte Mecklenburg is sending up some of their police department to Boone to help with traffic control today. So
That little place is going to be booming today.
and I still don't know what I'm doing. I think I got it. Yes. I finally got it. 40,000 to 50,000 plus is what Shane says. Yep. And Boone cannot handle that. Boone can't handle
25, 30.
the what's up there when it's just a regular app game. But sold out 3 months ago. Yep. And
Yeah, I knew that.
And that was when the scalpers really started jacking the price up on the tickets. I looked at them. I guess we was like 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, whenever I was going to practice, I said, that's playing Carolina. He said, oh, you won't get a ticket to that. 3 years.
But I'm fixing to sneeze. Oh, excuse me. But I looked then. It may have been a month ago then. But tickets then were anywhere from $280 to $325.
And if you're going to Boone, I would be in Boone at 8.
Do Kid Brewer ain't made for that. No, Shane, it ain't. And they are going to put. They're bringing in temporary bleachers to help with the crowd because they're adding more seats to it. Kid Brewer is only set for 30,000, so they're adding 10,000 plus more seats. They should really find a way to regulate that.
When we went to Chapel Hill, was it backed up really bad? Or?
Yeah, but I mean, once you get down on Franklin Street, but you know they're more set up for the crowd control and.
Yeah, Carolina's got a big stadium.
But when you get to Boone and hit there on the side of the mountain, anyways, there's ain't a whole lot of places for people to go.
Mitchell was crowded last night. We got out kind of easy.
I know.
Y'all don't know who Mitchell is.
They said when Wake Forest come to Boone that there was 35,000 at that game. The Luke Combs concert that was at App, they had, I don't know how many people was it, but it was a big crowd, but nothing like
today
what is taking place in Boone right now. And with a kickoff at 12, man, you know traffic. I mean, we're talking kickoff for this game's hour and a half away.
He probably won't get out of there by maybe dawn.
But anywho, we are going to break down some of the games that's going on today. I know Shane at Elk Ridge Outdoors there, his Oregon Ducks are taking on the Georgia Bulldogs.
Okay, ready?
But Eli is going to
give us. All right, I'm going to do the rankings first.
He's going to give us a top 25 rundown. And then we'll go through the games that's scheduled for today and go from there. I hear somebody coming through.
No, it's broken.
Amber's up.
I've been hitting mute for the last 20 minutes. It won't work.
Shane says, really kind of cool to be the national spotlight, and you can tune in and watch my Ducks lose. I don't know, Shane. But anyways, Eli, give us a rundown of the top 25.
That's karma. Okay, you cheer for App State, your Ducks are going to get killed. At number 1, you already guessed it.
Start with 25.
Oh, okay.
Good morning, Miss Amber, says Meg.
Number 25 is BYU.
Brigham Young University.
Number 24 is Houston. Number 23, Cincinnati.
Cincinnati had a good season last year.
22, Wake Forest.
One ACC team.
21, Ole Miss.
SEC team.
20, Kentucky Wildcats.
SEC.
19, Arkansas.
SEC.
18, Wisconsin.
I don't know what are they in? Big Ten. All right.
Number 17, Pitt.
That's ACC. And
16,
Pitt played Thursday night. They beat West Virginia. Carry on.
Number 16 is Miami.
ACC.
15, Michigan State. 14, Southern California. 13, NC State. 12, Oklahoma State. 11, Oregon. 10, Baylor. 9, Oklahoma. 8, Michigan. 7, Utah. Number 6, Texas A&M. Number 5, Notre Dame. Number 4, Clemson. Number 3, Georgia. Number 2, Ohio State. You already know number 1 is.
Roll Tide.
Every year.
Alabama comes in at number 1. That's the top 25. Notre Dame is not a top 25 team, in my opinion. I think they're overrated.
Do like
I think they're
they
overrated.
did Carolina a couple years ago. Was it last year or something?
And
I put Carolina like number 8, and we dropped them big.
And I think that Ohio State's going to take them to the woodshed today.
Really? Think so?
Yep. But now,
It says
last Saturday, a week ago today, was week 0. And they done the HBC, which is the Historical Black College Recognition Games. And Carolina played Florida A&M, and they won 56-24. So Carolina's already got one game under their belt. I think that'll be an advantage for them today. Big time.
But you know what'll be a loss? They're playing in the biggest stadium, loudest crowd, not biggest stadium, but loudest crowd they've ever played in.
They're definitely going into a hostile environment today. Kid Brewer Stadium will be rocky. But games on Thursday that's notable. Oklahoma State won. Wake Forest beat VMI. Tennessee beat Ball State. University of Central Florida won. Penn State beat Purdue. And that is all the big games. Last night, Michigan State beat Western Michigan. Old Dominion upset Virginia Tech. That was a big one. Duke took care of Temple. And Indiana beat Illinois. And TCU beat Colorado. Now, for today's game, Eli's going to give a rundown on them and the times, and we'll go through them as he's running them down. And guys, you can give a sure prediction. Shane doesn't think his Ducks is going to get beat, but I'd like to really, really hear Shane's predictions.
Hey, if I mispronounce something, I'm sorry.
Hey Shane, are you home right now or are you at work? All right. No, Shane, if you're at home, if you want to come up and join us, let me know. All right. Eli, start us off.
Number 1 Alabama versus Utah State. I'm just going the way they do. 7:30 p.m.
7:30 kickoff for Alabama.
And also 7:30 p.m. Notre Dame and Ohio State.
Meg, you know more than you think. But he's this early in the season, you can pretty well got Alabama. It's a shoe-in. They're going to win today. Utah State is absolutely. But what's interesting, while Eli goes on through here, I'm going to look something up real quick. All right.
Oregon and Georgia at 3:30 p.m.
That is a 3:30 kickoff. That'd be a good game. What's Georgia? Georgia's ranked 3rd. Oregon's ranked 11th. $12 kickoff is Sam Houston University versus the 6th ranked Texas A&M.
And at 7 o'clock, we have the Gators against Utah, number 7.
And that right there is Florida's unranked.
Where are they playing at?
The Swamp.
Really?
Yep.
Do they start with Bluefield?
No, that's Boise.
Oh, that's Boise State.
Oh, my Lord. See, Meg, you know as much as Eli.
No, I know, but I ain't really paid attention. Number 8, Michigan State versus.
And in that game, never mind, go ahead.
I'm just saying.
We'll go back and go through.
There they are. Colorado State versus Michigan.
Kickoff is 1 hour, 28 minutes, and 12 seconds away.
And at 3:30, number 9, Oklahoma State and
UTEP.
7 o'clock, Albany versus Baylor. 12 o'clock, NC State versus East Carolina, maybe?
Yep. NC State is ranked 13th. Playing at East Carolina. That right there's
There's our game. There's the man. Our kickoff is an hour and
27 minutes and 25 seconds away. And if you're watching game day on ESPN, the worry I had was that North Carolina would not make it to Boone because they were staying in Banner Elk. But North Carolina made it to Boone. So
next, Rice versus South
University of Southern California.
And that game is at 6 o'clock. At 3:30 is E. Cook.
And number 16, Miami.
Yep.
7 p.m. tonight is
Louisville. And Wisconsin.
no, not Louisville. Illinois State and Wisconsin. And then 3:30, Cincinnati at Arkansas. 7 p.m. is Miami of Ohio and Kentucky.
Troy and Ole Miss at 4 o'clock. Another 3:30 game
Houston.
versus
TSA
7 o'clock is BYU.
and USF, University of Southern
And
Florida.
12 o'clock p.m. Tar Heels versus. Oh, it's gonna be
Oh, my Lord.
a point to the left. And that's all the big games we have.
All right. Now, for those who are like everybody else, what's up, Bud Files? When you see Utah State versus Alabama ranked number 1, Utah State. David and Goliath don't even compare to this. But here's the thing. You can't feel completely sorry for Utah State because they're probably going to get destroyed. But Alabama is paying them $1.9 million to play that game. That's why these little schools go and play the big schools. The big schools offer them money and they can't turn it down, so they come in. It's nothing but a glorified practice. But every now and then, you get Appalachian State that beat Michigan in the big house. So they picked up that check for $800,000 and come back to Boone with a win like they did. So, yeah, Eli, looking through the schedule that you put out there, I see a couple of upsets.
I don't think Oregon will get stomped. But I think they have a chance. They're ranked at least.
Oregon and Georgia game will be good.
All right, listen.
My pick there, I'm going with Georgia.
You're going with Georgia. Shane, since you're going for App State, I'm going for Georgia.
The North Carolina State, Eastern Carolina, that'll be a good game. North Carolina State's really talented this year.
Look at Mr. Willie.
What's up, Mr. Willie? Utah State has the edge of Alabama in the wives department. The Mormons. What's up, Mr. Willie? Welcome in. But, yeah, Meg, when I looked at, because I knew that Alabama was going to pay Utah State, because that's how they get these smaller colleges in. They pay them pretty hefty to come play, but $1.9 million to come and play again. And
Did Carolina have to play Florida? Pay Florida A&M?
yes, Carolina paid Florida A&M. It was somewhere around the 600,000 mark, I think. It's 600 something. Mr. Willie says he picks East Carolina University over NC State.
Yes, I hope NC State. It's 60-0, and NC State's going home crying.
But NC State's tough this year.
I don't care.
I would like
our
to.
rivals.
I would like, and East Carolina's a tough place to play. It is. All right, that is a 12 o'clock kickoff. You got Michigan and Colorado State. And just like I mentioned, App State went to the big house and upset Michigan. Can Colorado State do it?
I wonder if Danny's even awake.
What is up, Jamonjo? App State winning today. Hey, man, they may. Kid Brewer is a tough place to play. and it will be, I would say, probably the most hostile crowd that North Carolina's probably played in front of. And that's even going with Duke because, in football, now it's hard to compare anybody to the Cameron Crazies in basketball, but App State, they take their football very, very serious. What's up, Felicia from SCT Adventures? Good morning. Hope you're having a great Saturday. Do what?
Like, okay.
Eli's got to go to the bathroom. Scott has to remember the last time NC State did anything worth to be mentioned was when they had Philip Rivers. Yeah, no doubt. Well, we got one for App State. And that East Carolina, that's a game that, like I said, they play tough at home. Amber looks like Walking Dead. She said it's too early. But yeah, and man, Philip Rivers was a good quarterback, dangerous quarterback, for sure. Notre Dame or Bama?
Notre Dame.
If they were playing, it'd be Bama.
Do what?
But let's see.
You're biased.
Notre Dame is playing Ohio State today. And I think Ohio State's going to take them behind the woodshed. I think Notre Dame's overrated. I think Notre Dame's overranked. And I could be wrong, and they might prove me wrong today. But the coaching change is really going to hurt Notre Dame. I think with Brian Kelly heading to LSU, that's going to hurt. Meg says the only thing she knows about App State is they were in Georgia Southern's biggest rival when she went to school there. Yes, App State and Georgia Southern has had a lot of great games. They've got a well-established history. Virginia Tech got beat. Yep, and Old Dominion stormed the field. Did you see that, Mr. Webby? And the game was over with. So, and I don't know if that was a big upset as what they think, but no doubt. Old Dominion did storm the field after beating Virginia Tech by 3. See, Scott hasn't learned anything about talking crap about Amber. He's going to be kitty later. Well, she said I woke her up. That, I can say that, yep. App State has pretty much owned the Sun Belt when they joined, and that, that I was afraid that App State, when they, joined the FBS, that I was afraid they was going to do kind of like Marshall. Marshall, they were peaking. And then once they jumped up to big boy league, that, a couple of good players come through there, but, they're not as established as they was before they moved up. But App State they've kept right on. They have kept the winning going. They pretty much own the Sun Belt, with the exception of when, gosh mighty, I just went blank. Bunch from Myrtle Beach, Coastal Carolina. They had a pretty good season last year, but App State's tough. They are, and they take their football serious. Their football in Boone is top priority. Yeah, Mr. Welly. Yeah, he said he watched the Old Dominion last night. Martial arts things going the right way. They do. But I don't know. They just, when you look at App State, the 3 national championships they won, the shocker heard around the world at the big house, I thought that, when they made that move up, I thought, man, I don't know. I don't know if they can. I don't know if they can keep reliving that and keep. But man, they proved me wrong. And Jamonjo, and if I'm saying that wrong, correct me. He says, "Yep, Coastal Carolina is their only competition, pretty much. I'm in Boone right now. Game's gonna be great. So you're going to the game today. You have a ticket. Hey, I have got the Lee Corso headgear when I make my pick here later on. Carolina or App State. And I like that. I do. And when Carolina and App's not playing, I pull for App because we're in Avery County. We're right down below. We're right next to Watauga and Boone. So yeah, I like App and pull for App when, like I said, when they're not going with North Carolina. But that's going to be a tough game today. And first of all, I'm glad North Carolina stuck with it. I'm glad they come up a mountain. That is huge for Boone. But it's going to be good for North Carolina too. Like I said, they haven't proved that they can win on the road the last several seasons. What's up, Nathan at the NDT show? Welcome in, buddy. We are taking advantage of getting ready to watch Appalachian State and North Carolina. What it is I worked third shift last night, and if I don't occupy myself by doing something, then I'm going to fall asleep. So I'm on here running my mouth until kickoff, so I can keep myself awake. Jamonjo said, "Yep, I think I read something that it's expected to be the most people in Boone ever." Yep, and they added 3,000 seats to the stadium. Jamonjo, I said earlier that Boone's population is 20,000, and they're expecting by noon today they're going to be 40,000 plus inside the stadium. And I think Kid Brewer seats like 30,000. And I know they've set up temporary bleachers, and I know they got the hill in the end zone that they call standing room only. And that's a tough ticket to get. That is a tough ticket to get. I know I looked a month ago. Eli and I were talking about going. I told Eli then. I said, man, getting a ticket for that game is going to be hard. I mean, it's going to be crazy. And then they were going from anywhere from $280 to $325. But today, you're lucky if you're going to get one for $400. That's going to be a hard ticket to get. What's up, Josh? The Moonlight Adventures. Good morning, Scott. Happy college football day, and go Dogs. That Georgia-Oregon game kicking off at 3:30. It'll be a good one. It'll be a good one. It'll be a real good one. But yeah, Jamon Joe, it's going to be a rowdy bunch in Boone. And also heard where they're bringing police help out of Charlotte Mecklenburg, but they're coming up the mountain to Boone to help with traffic and you know, if you're in Boone, you know how it is when that's just playing a regular home game. I mean, the traffic is backed up. If you're not in line on your way to Kid Brewer at least 2 hours before the game, then you're going to get there late. Because it is a traffic nightmare. And I'm sure Boone already looks like apocalypse is fixing to hit. What's up, Sorgy Stories? Tons of budget-busting matchups in week 1. Easier to wait for conference play. Yep. A lot of good matchups today. And, you know, you have to impress the higher up to get that when playoff comes, you know. Which the playoff is expanding to 12 teams, but I think it's like 20, 26. So, but yeah, you have to, I mean, these big non-conference games early in the season, the only thing they're doing is boosting that RPI and trying their best to get in on that college playoff. Which I don't see why I don't go 24 teams. What's up, Listen Well? He says, go Mountaineers. But then he says, just kidding. You know, the FCS has had a 24-team playoff for, gosh. I mean, they know how to do it. And I made the statement that FBS needs to look at the FCS and take notes because they know how it's done. This game has potential to be great. App State always has a gritty team, man. Josh, they take their football very serious in Boone. Very, very serious. And Kid Brewer is a tough place to play. They get loud, they get rowdy, and it'll be tough. It'll be a good game. Mr. Willie says UNC has to win, or a certain mullet guy from Oklahoma will never leave us alone. Will never let us live this down. By the way, talking about Danny. Yep. And we will be doing a live play-by-play and reaction and on Griswold Family Vacay. It's pinned at the top in the chat. So at 12 o'clock, we'll head over there and check that out. But I've had pretty good luck streaming with Danny. You know, he's a big Duke basketball fan, and we started doing these sports streams last season during basketball season, and he got the better of me the first game, but then we ended Coach K's party on his last home game before his retirement, and then we met him in the Final Four, and that was so. Hey, Danny may be the lucky charm I've been needing all along. But he's still in bed. He's on that hour behind us schedule. Shimon just says, boo Duke. Yep. Yeah, We're not big Duke fans. I can get on board with that. So our Jamon Joe, since you are in Boone, are you a resident or a student? Aiden's up.
Yeah, what good was it?
And Jamon Joe said he was going to the ball game. He was in Boone right now. Meg says, good morning, Mr. Aiden.
Morgan. Where's Oreo? Daddy.
He's in your bedroom. Don't let Danny hear this, or his head will get bigger than it already is. I was just saying that he was my good luck charm, because out of the 3 times that we done this, we were doing his Blue Devils against my Tar Heels in the basketball season, and 2 out of the 3 times we done it, I got to watch the life get sucked out of him. That was very, very happy I was then. I am both a UNC and App fan, but mostly UNC for basketball because they at least make the tourney. Both of my parents went to App, so gotta root for them. Hey, I have plenty of kinfolk that went to App. Like I said, I was born and raised less than an hour from Boone, and I went to school with a lot of people that went to App, and I like App. I do. And well, I don't have it just because it's pretty. I like App. So we'll see. I ain't put no headgear on yet. I'm waiting. Does Coppin State play football? I don't know. I ain't check in on that. What's up, PB on the go? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy college football game day. Go NC. Thank you, PB. Hope your Saturday is going great. It's early. Late for me. I worked last night, and that's the main reason. I already said that we had done this live. Eli is supposed to be with me, but he has vacated on me. He's gone. So it's just me for now, but trying to stay awake till the game kicks off at 12. But what is up, Kyle Anderson? Welcome in. Hello, Mr. Jim Spencer. What's up? Paul says, I like App State and Mac Brown. Mac Brown coached 1 year at App State in 1983. It was his first head coaching job. And he was making a little over $35,000 a year at App. And the offensive coordinator job come open at Oklahoma with Barry Switzer. And Mike Brown left App State, went to Oklahoma to run Barry Switzer's offense for $130,000. I mean, yeah, Coppin State doesn't have football. So Mac Brown still has a house in Boone. And if if the student body can figure out where Mr. Mac Brown's house is in Boone and they beat Carolina today, chances are a goalpost probably will appear in that front yard. I look forward to it. I'm nervous about the game, but it's going to be good. And I'm glad it's good for Boone because there's a lot of businesses up there that's going to benefit. That's going to benefit just from North Carolina coming up the mountain. Because the restaurants, it's going to be good. It's going to be a good boost for Boone today. John Joe asks, do you think App or UNC could get ranked sometime this year? Yes, I do. I think that either one of them being ranked in the top 25 is not out of the question. You know.
I got things on sale yesterday for $1. I did not know they come with a built-in rank whistle.
Really?
What in the world?
All right, we got to take a timeout for 1 second. Amber said she caught these book bags, which is Firefly outdoor gear, on sale at Walmart for $1. She said she did not know that they came with a rape whistle. Are you kidding me? And they don't call it that, but they call it a chest strap with emergency whistle. Who knew? Who knew? All right, anyways, back to, yes, App and North Carolina both has potential to be ranked in the top 25. Both the programs are good. The thing about App, the biggest difference between App State and North Carolina is COVID. When you look at the COVID and what it's done to college sports and college in general, I mean, it gave everybody another year of eligibility, another year, or in some cases, 2 year of eligibility. App State has 5th and 6th year seniors. For North Carolina, they don't. North Carolina's young. Drake May, I think he's going to be an awesome quarterback, but he's young. And you look at Bryce. Bryce played for Clemson and Duke. Now he's at App State, you know, and he was an awesome quarterback last year. But that's the biggest difference between App State and North Carolina is just experience, you know. Mr. Willie says, and Mac Brown has a home in Texas. Yes, he does, for sure. UNC for certain. PB on the go says, Eli's blowing the emergency whistle. Should not have never showed Eli that. Meg says, wow. I never knew that they put emergency whistles on backpacks. Being from Nebraska, I'm very familiar with Mike Brown. I hope he can do well at UNC. Yes, PB. And he did do well. You know, this is Mike Brown's second stint with the Tar Heels. And I don't think Mike Brown would have ever left North Carolina for Texas if North Carolina would have been willing to put out the money. But for the longest time, basketball, and Mr. Willie, he can testify for it. He's watched enough of it. He knows what's going on. North Carolina put all their eggs in their basketball basket. And, you know, then you got to looking at teams like Florida and these other schools that could win both. National championship in basketball and football. Then they started to fork out some money for football. But, yep, I like Mac Brown. I always have. Mac Brown had North Carolina in the top 25 before he left to go to Texas. And Mike knows football. He really does. What boys would bring those kinds of backpacks like this? I don't know. I don't know why she bought it. Oh, Lord. Josh said that he just threw a pork belly on the smoker. What are y'all having today? Well, I haven't had anything since I got home besides the shower. So, I'm hungry. Amber, what are you fixing before you go to work? Yep, Meg, I'm with you. Josh, why don't you just holler at us and we'll come up that way whenever you get that hog smoked. That's Paul Vine says that's how he got the Texas job. His brother was a good coach as well. Now his brother, I don't know, but yeah, Mike's a great coach and he can recruit. That's the thing. In college, you've got not only to be a great X's and O coach, but you've also got to have that gift of gab. You got to be able to walk in a living room, sit down in front of a recruit and their parents, and you know that was the one thing Dean Smith was good at. Dean Smith could go in and you know. You want to be able to make mom and daddy feel like you're going to do what's very best for that boy or that girl, that young man or young woman that they're fixing to entrust you with. And Mike Brown can. He's got to. Here, I got to let Eli in. So, being a good talker goes along with recruiting.
It's about game time.
He can't. Huh? Eli, take over for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Your mom was wanting me. Sit. Read. Talk. Guys, I'll be back. I gotta go see what Amber wants.
One second. I cannot figure out how to open these dang crackers. Yeah, Meg, snack time.
Ouch.
Here, the grocery store.
Punched the side of the
All
right, I'm back.
Daddy.
Connect to the internet now, or set it up later. I don't know what the TV's doing.
Maybe he was doing something.
No, we're still up and going. I don't know what the
It was
TV's
doing
doing.
this last night.
We've got a bad situation going. It says our TV. Eli, hand me the remote. You're going to see somebody panic here if we can't get this ball game. Mr. Willie says basketball was number 1, then baseball was number 2, then football was number 2 or number 3. But yeah, I mean you got to put up the money for these coaches, and it's ridiculous what coaches make in college. Some college jobs pay more than the professional job. Like Nick Saban, he ain't hurting for money. I gotta go get something for Sunday supper tomorrow. All right. Paul's cooking videos and Josh talking about that hog he's roasting. I'm gonna have to go find something to eat before we start this game. Josh says it'll be ready for the Dogs game at 3:30. Y'all come on. Tempting. But how long did it take you to get to Kingsport, Josh? Because we're not far at all. We're not far at all from Kenny.
This is on my phone. Wi-Fi's working.
It's back up now.
Ooh, thank you, God. Which about with Shane's house watch the game?
Eli's about to have a meltdown. Watson Brown, he just always wound up at a downtrodden program. See, Paul, I did not. What people don't understand is this fella right here. Well, Meg knows. Paul is a smart man. You know that? What kind of look, Paul? Did you just see the look Eli gave you? I mean, he knows ins and outs on wrestling. He knows ins and outs on college basketball, college football. I mean, Paul is a walking information chamber. Very, very much so. Go Dogs! Snack time, Eli. It's always snack time for Eli. Mac Brown, brother Watson Brown has the NCAA record of most career losses, but he did coach at bad programs, Mr. Willie says. Paul says, I actually think I miss talking college football almost as much as I miss watching. Paul, I am ready for some football. No joke. Kyle Anderson says, hello, Eli. Eli snacking on Cheetos, cheddar cheese, crackers. About 6.5 hours for us. So we're looking at about 7.5. We're about an hour and a half from Kingsport. An hour if Amber's driving.
With some Dr. Pepper.
Eli, you're going through the... What's up, Ashley? Good morning, Ashley Ratliff in Kentucky. Pretty smart. Ashley says, let's go North Carolina. Hey, Kentucky plays. Who's Kentucky play? Eli? We just had it up there a minute ago. Well, now my phone's reset. I can tell you who Kentucky's going to play here in just a minute. But he does offer to watch kids and then not pay attention to them. Now we're getting two conflicting stories there. Meg says that she watched y'all and Paul didn't in Helen. What is your
What just I don't know.
I'm not smart at all. Paul, you are, man. And you've got a lot. I'm picking Mr. Paul, says Meg. He's smart. I mean, he's got a lot of, and it's useful knowledge, you know. It is. Paul is a sharp cat. All right, Ashley, you know my email. Mr. Willie has a question for Eli. Eli, has football season started yet? we had
had a jamboree.
they had a jamboree a week ago today,
and we've been practicing for about 3 weeks.
and they more like a month, and then they conditioned 2 or 3 weeks before the season. But Eli's season officially starts 1 week from today. We're getting a phone call. Hello. What doing? I'm the hick. You know what? If my speakerphone worked, I'd put you on. Guys, we are talking to Danny Griswold. Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to stay awake. So I come in from work and just went live. Me and Eli figured that we'd do like a preview, and so we're waiting on you. Meg says, "Yo, Danny." Yeah, I wish the speakerphone worked on my phone, but I mean, that'd work. Your channel. I'm just here to, yeah, I've got your link pinned at the top. So I'm just here, like I said, killing time, waiting on you. All right. That'll work. All right. All right. We'll see. That'll work. All right. See you. Busted by Danny. But yes, Paul says they were cool to hang out with, talking about you and Aiden. Hanging out with, I could see. Living with is a different story.
Hey.
Paul's a very good babysitter.
Amber said Paul is a good babysitter.
So next time we'll
But
try.
here's the thing, Amber. You're not getting the other side. Meg said that she done the babysitting, and Paul. See, I don't know what Paul done.
Hey, that sounds like everyday life around here.
Paul Vines is the not so secret weapon. Yep, the World Wrestling Vlog, and that is tonight. Tonight. Hang on here. Hang on.
You see, I would do wrestling, but it interferes with basketball, so I can't. Like when wrestling starts, basketball season started.
All right, Josh. There you go. Now you can drop your link, or if Meg will beat you to it. What's this? Huh? Tacos. Is it warm?
He made it for you.
You made it for me?
Yes.
It's warm.
That's what he's been in here making.
Aiden has made me
I'm so proud of him.
a burrito. Come here.
That's a burrito. Where's mine at?
Aiden heard that I was hungry and has made me a burrito.
I'm hungry.
You have deep legs. Well, actually, it's second head.
Aiden, thank you very, very much. I will eat that in just a second. That is awesome. Do what? Eli's trying to give me some kind of inside information. What? All right, let's go back up here and get down with the chat. Mr. Willie says the Diva Danny always late. Said he had to run some errands. Ashley said she sent it to me. I got it. I got it. Yes. Ashley, I got your email. And we are. I hadn't took her off the prayer list. She's still there, and we are praying for her. Everybody saying hello to Danny. Let's go apple steak. And see, here's the thing with Danny. I've got to teach him before we watch this ball game together. I have got to teach Danny the proper way to say Appalachian. It's not Appalachia. It's not Appalachian. It's Appalachian. Appalachian.
Or you call them App State.
Josh Downs is out. I was afraid of that, and Tony Grimes too. I think Grimes is going to be out this morning. I hope not, or today. If so, we still got Storm Duck. He can take his place. Hey, I look up who Kentucky plays. I should have it right here. Should have it right here.
Yeah, boy.
But every time I go to it, I get a blank loading screen. So
look at there. Got me one too.
But yes, Josh Downs is Aiden. You can put that up. I'm not going to be using it, bud. Thank you very much. I'm actually going to breakfast as we speak. Danny, Aiden has made me a burrito.
Amen.
All right. Find out who Kentucky plays. We just saw it. Eli, you just said it. Oh, dear Lord, somebody's got to be quicker at this than we are. Eli can't put his plate down long enough.
Oh.
You are a horrible co-host. I just seem like to be sitting here. With strangers at the drive-thru. Miami of Ohio. Actually, Kentucky plays Miami of Ohio. What is up, Seagull Media? Welcome in. Mr. Jim says it was fun. Got to go steak dinner and shrimp now. Awesome, Jim. Yes. Thanks for dropping by. I don't know. I know there's. Look at this. There's shrimp in my
Daddy,
burrito.
we're supposed to be on this college game day. This is where Appalachian.
Do what? Amber said you cooked those last night. Thanks, PB. I wish I'd have read it down in the chat. Miami of Ohio. Amber said there is steak, shrimp, and chicken in this here burrito. But anywho. All right, Miss Willie says, please keep Northside High School in Jacksonville, North Carolina in your prayers. Had a student killed and a teacher in the hospital during an attack on Thursday. All right, Mr. Willie. We are writing that down right now. We'll do that. That's sad. Jacksonville, North Carolina. I hadn't heard that, but I hadn't watched the news or anything, but that's sad. Student killed and a teacher in the hospital. God help. Josh says, Holy Burrito Trinity. Steak, chicken, and shrimp.
And rice. Oh, wow.
I had to cook them last night.
Meg is on the ball. You know, that's the same ones that Danny had aggravating him. He said I meant to add prayers. I know what you meant, Willie. Meg says I'm hungry now. I am too.
Well, I was gonna make steak, egg, and cheese burritos for breakfast.
She's going to make steak, egg, and cheese burritos for breakfast, and Meg has taken care of it. Guys, right here. There ain't one on here in this chat right now or anywhere that won't say this right here is the hardest working moderator. Meg is on it. But yeah, 69 mega. Thanks for coming in. We hope you pull for North Carolina, because we can take all the help we can get today. And Paul Vines. And Ashley. No, wait. Yep. They all tried to get it.
I know.
What is up, Gypsy and Vanilla Gorilla? Hey, Jeff.
What little toy that all needs in a tank?
It's a vacuum cleaner, ain't it?
I know, right?
Did you buy that new?
$10.
Huh?
$10.
Bargains.
Now, if I teach you to use it, what do you do?
No, I'm not using a vacuum cleaner. I'm fixing to watch football.
No, you ain't. 6 hours, man.
No.
More like 40 minutes.
Yes. Welcome in, Jeff.
I check the time every second.
Eli is on the time. All right. So we're going to go through and do our picks. And
Okay.
who have you got in today's game? Let's see. Y'all watching the game later? Yes. Siegel says, I agree. Meg is always helping out. She is great. Awesome with. I mean, if you don't have Meg as a moderator, and she's a moderator for so many channels, and you know, she used to be our secret, but now the word's got out, and everybody's taking advantage of Meg. All right, PB, she says goodbye, everyone. Happy football. Got to get errands run before football. Yes. PB, thanks for coming in. Thanks for dropping by. Josh says he's going to take UNC by 6.5 points.
Oh, but you wouldn't see about 40 points.
Jeff says Mountaineers have this one in the bag. Just stirring the fire. All right, what's the big games for today? Let's see. We'll start out with the 7 o'clock games and work our way back. 7:30 tonight. Alabama, number 1 ranked Alabama versus Utah State. Who do you have?
Who is it?
Alabama and Utah State.
Alabama.
Eli's going with Alabama. I'm going with Alabama. What's everybody else going with? And guys, like I said, if you wasn't in here, I did look up to see how much Utah State was going to make for going to Tuscaloosa, or how do you say that? $1.9 million is what Alabama is paying Utah State.
Did you just say a 3-pointer at the buzzer?
Yeah. Jeff says I say Mountaineers by 1, a 3-pointer at the buzzer. Mr. Paul Vines is picking North Carolina by a field goal.
Good Lord, quit saying stuff like that.
There you go. Bama for sure. Says Jeff. Paul's going with Alabama. Educated decision from Eli. Says Meg's going with Alabama. That would be
That's gonna be a blowout.
that's they're
I
gonna
mean,
get
that's
their,
gonna be a slobbery mess.
oh, this is football. Oh. Yep, this is
It's soccer.
Eli, you can't take sarcasm. And I can't take my phone wanting to load all the time.
Are we watching Michigan? Are we watching?
We're 30 minutes and 25 seconds away from kickoff on Colorado State at Michigan. All right. Oh, I've got it back up. Don't move. Touch nothing. If you'd knocked that off, I'd slapped you.
We're 30 minutes away.
Alrighty, going on. The next game we're going to go with is Coastal Carolina. Army at Coastal Carolina.
I'm going with the Army.
I say Bama by a home run or a homeowner. A homeowner then. Army at Coastal Carolina.
Army.
That's a good game. I mean, that Coastal's tough. They're out of the Sun Belt, just like that. Paul Vine says, sorry, Eli, but I love to fight the app. Meg says Army. Eli says Army. Jeff says Army. I'm going Coastal Carolina. Coastal Carolina. And Mike, what is it with kids that don't know how to talk? Did y'all just hear that? And he says it for everything. He just asked how.
I said, wow.
You said how. You always say how. Paul Vine says Coastal Carolina. It's hard to beat them at the beach. All right, the next one. Kentucky. It's Miami of Ohio at University of Kentucky. Kentucky for sure on that one. Who you got, Mr. Vines? Last night in Williamston, it was Rocky Laner night. He was the first African-American scholarship player at the University of North Carolina. Hey, that is awesome, Willie. Awesome.
For the game, I might go get some more drink.
Adric is getting everything set up right now. I'm in the drive-thru line at McDonald's. Some good sleeper teams in the Sun Belt. Yes, they are, Paul. And Coastal Carolina is one of them. They're tough. Jeff's going with Miami. It's Miami of Ohio, not of Florida. Meg says she'll take a sausage biscuit. Danny. Meg's going Kentucky. Paul's going Kentucky. Eli went Kentucky. I went Kentucky. Jeff went Miami. But
I don't like Miami.
it's Miami of Ohio, not Miami of Florida.
I don't like any Miami.
It's not the Hurricanes. It's the Hurricanes now. All right, here's a good one. Number 7 ranked Utah at Florida. Utah's going to the swamp.
Utah.
Eli's taking Utah. I'm going to take the Gators.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I live in Ohio. Hey, there you go. That is awesome.
Why aren't you at the game?
Because they're playing in Kentucky. And he lives in Ohio.
Ohio's not playing Kentucky.
Miami of Ohio.
I meant the other. Oh God, never mind.
Meg's taking Florida. Jeff's taking Florida. Would Scott rather see UNC win the national championship in football or see Danny cry after a Duke loss? Oh, my Lord, Eli. Willie, that is a good question. I would take,
Football.
yeah, I'd like to see North Carolina win a national championship because you're going to get to see a lot of Danny crying with Coach K being gone. Florida, I think this year the bite is back, says Paul. Josh says Florida by 3. Just ordered. I'm going to make it. Napier is going to be huge for Florida. Josh, I'm thinking the same thing, and I'm picking Florida today. Florida over Utah. Yes, indeed. Meg says her pick's based on Darren. Is Eli going to join us?
Yep.
Eli will be here, but he'll be eating something, I guarantee you. Mr. Willis says he would pick football, a national championship. I would rather play sports than watch them, honestly. Here for the, yep. And I like college. I definitely like watching college better than pro ball. But yeah, I like playing it until I got to where I like coaching. Now, coaching is fun. I just ain't got time to coach anymore. All right, here we go. The next one. Number 23, Cincinnati at number 19, Arkansas. Who you got? But Josh, yeah, you're right. Napier is that was a great hire for Florida. Great hire. Number 23, Cincinnati at number 19, Arkansas. Meg's got a story behind why she's picking Arkansas. Jeff says, I do watch some college ball. Yep. Willie's picking the Hogs. Go Vols. You know, Jeff, Tennessee has got the potential. But Tennessee is just like Florida State. And I won't get rambling off on this too much, but when Bobby Bowden left Florida State, yeah, Jimbo done some good things there, but it never was really Florida State. And you look back at Fulmer at Tennessee, after he left, Tennessee never really was. They never got their feet back under them. And I don't know. You would think Tennessee would be a great wanted job, but I don't know. Hogs was 6.5. Napier was my quarterback in high school, and his dad was our head coach. That is awesome. Yeah, that is right. You are a Georgia boy, ain't you? I think it, yeah. Yep, Meg's story is titled Paul Vines. That's her Arkansas pick. When you have nothing else to go on, use what your heart says. Awesome, Meg. There's the hog. I'm not calling you a hog, Paul. I'm saying hog. For anybody that don't know, Paul Vines is an Arkansas fanatic. And that's who I'm going with. I'm going with Arkansas over Cincy. Tennessee, I haven't done anything since you had a quarterback named Peyton Manning. That was Philip Fulmer. I'm telling you. And you look back at Florida State and Bobby Bowden. And, you know, I think they'll come back eventually because you look at Alabama. Alabama was a joke. You know, they would win some games here and there, but Saban turned that program around after the great Barry Bryant. And they all go through woes like that. Gators must win the state of Florida first before they can bully the SEC.
Hey, Daddy.
Good point, Mr. Willie.
You might want to go take a wait before the game starts.
The girls are doing pretty good. If anyone wants some cool college football, Google the record of the coach that Tennessee is named after. The stadium, talking about Neyland. What is up? Gather together, Homestead. Welcome in, welcome in. The last time Tennessee did anything big was when T. Martin was the quarterback. McNair was a good quarterback. Yep. Steve McNair was? Was out of that? All right, yep. Who did you take, Arkansas or Cincinnati?
Arkansas.
You're going to take Arkansas. All right, let's go. Number 11, Oregon Ducks at number 3, Georgia Bulldogs.
Georgia.
Eli's taking Georgia. That game is on is it a neutral site, Josh? I know it's showing that Georgia's a home team. But is it the Superdome? Mr. Willie's taking the Ducks. So we got Dogs, Ducks, Dogs. I'm going with Georgia on that one. Meg's going Georgia. Willie, you may be the only one that's going to quack. I look for it to be a good game, but you got that defending.
Danny, you might want to get home, son.
That defending national championship, or it'll be NATL. He says Georgia by 21. Paul Vine says he's taking Georgia. And let's see. The next game is number 13, North Carolina State at East Carolina. Danny says, makes sense you would go for Arkansas, Scott. They have a lot of hicks there.
Go.
Yeah. Hey, we have to stick together. And Meg thinks Danny's funny. Danny ain't funny. Your answer might change if you were doing point spread. Yeah, see, point spread, I don't care if I cover it or not. A win or a loss. But anywho, North Carolina State at East Carolina University. That's a 12 p.m. kickoff. Who do you got?
Who?
You.
Who?
Oh, my gosh.
Who's playing?
North Carolina State at East Carolina. If anybody out there needs a co-host, I've got you one right here. Brilliant. Brilliant. If he wasn't mine, I'd kill him.
I don't want NC State to win.
I didn't say who do you want to win. I said who do you think will win.
NC State.
Josh gets it going by saying North Carolina State. Meg goes with State.
Yeah,
Willie
State.
goes with East Carolina because North Carolina State is scared of success. Paul Vine says Wolfpack. Did you just call me son, Eli? Did you call Danny son? Yeah, you said son, you better get home.
Yeah.
Oh.
Better get homo, son.
All right. You went North Carolina State. Everybody went North Carolina State. Hey, Jamon Joe, thank you very much. And come by, talk with us. You said you subscribed. I appreciate that. We thank you 100%. We'll be doing football on and off all season, and then basketball following that. You be careful in Boone today. Have a great time. and you're going to watch a great game. I know it. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Have a good one. Jeff says State.
My gosh, somebody's threw a pick.
I'm going with East Carolina. East Carolina is playing at East Carolina. That's a dangerous place to play.
Can you give me that? Give me that. Give me that.
Griswold says he picks Duke.
In football?
All right. And now we're down to the game right here. Appalachian State versus North Carolina in Boone, up on the mountain, with a population of 20,000 that's just grown to 50,000. I guarantee it. Who do you got? Tar Heels or Mountaineers? We'll start with you. Who do you got? Eli's going North Carolina. Mr. Willie says UNC big. Yep, he's going big. Meg says go Heels.
Now you got to pick your selections with a hat.
Jeff says Mountaineers. Danny says Eli, I'm home, honey.
Mommy. Says mommy.
Kicking it country, y'all do a better job of this than the pros on TV do. Nah. Nah. But, Paul, we would love to have you next time. Lee Corso does his. And this is my version of that. You see, App State is not an hour away from where we are sitting right now. Boone is just right over the hill. App State loves their football. App State loves Boone. Boone loves App State. I love App State. But not when they're playing my Tar Heels.
Yeah, boy.
I picked North Carolina in this one. Eli's going North Carolina. Guys, we're done here. I've got just a few minutes to eat my burrito before we go live at Griswold Family Vacay. Check us out there. I'd love to say we would do this next Saturday, but he'll be playing football. Don't know if we can or not, but guys, we appreciate you stopping in. Thank you for being with us. Everybody's picks look good. Meg says you had me scared, Scott. Got to go with the Tar Heels. Paul Vine says UNC squeaks one out. And it's going to be a good game. Sorry to hear, Scott. It's going to be a sad night for you. Hey, guys, if you get a chance, ESPNU, 12 p.m., a beautiful, beautiful place they're playing today in Boone, up on the mountain. The only thing that would make it better is
30 minutes away from us.
the only thing that would make it better is if it was October and the leaves were turning, but because that is a beautiful place.
And we're going to go try to see one of their games, App State's games.
Yep.
We went to Chapel Hill before.
I haven't took Eli to Boone yet. He's been to Chapel Hill. I'm going to take him to Boone for a game this year. So, Meg says link is pinned at the top for Griswold Family Vacay. Guys, we appreciate it. Well, thank you for coming by. Paul, you're crazy. If I had half the knowledge you did, then I would, I like talking about football, but, man, I'm telling you, you've got a great information storage going on there. Welcome back, college football. Everyone have a great day. Yes, thank you very much for tuning in. See you over at Griswold Family Vacay. Go Tar Heels.